Hello guys, welcome to Code Enzyme, and in this video we will be creating a manga downloader using web scraping in Python. And it is actually a project I made very long ago, like when I was in class 12th, end of my class 12th. And right now I'm in third year of college, but I had a little bit of free time and I just decided I'll make a tutorial video on it. So basically, it is actually just a good project if you want to learn about web scraping, a little bit of image processing and file handling in Python. And you will also learn about async IO and threading modules. Okay, so multi-threading in Python. Yeah, so I will just show you what we'll be doing. Basically, I found this website when I was in class 11th. When I was in class 12th, and it had a lot of manga. You can read manga here online, and I really wanted to download all these manga. So basically what I did was I downloaded every page one by one in JPG format, and then I used an online image to PDF converter to save all these images into a single PDF. But that was a very tedious task, and I tried to automate it using Python, and that is our project here today. So we'll be doing the same thing using Python. And like I said, you will be learning about web scraping, image processing, file handling, and also threading, multi-threading in Python. So let's get started. So I will create a virtual environment in Python here, and then we will code in it. Okay. So first I will open my terminal, and okay. And once it is opened, I will navigate to my desktop, and here I will create a virtual environment. So Python 3 -m venv, and you can name it anything. I will just call it manga for now. Like if you are using Windows, then you don't need to put a 3 here, or and if you are using Mac, then you have to specify Python 3, because in Mac and Linux distributions you have both Python 2 and Python 3 installed in the computer, right? So just see whatever works for you the best, or you might not even need to create a virtual environment, but I like doing it this way. It helps me keep things organized, so I do this this way. So let's create a virtual environment. Wait for some time. It will be saving all the files and creating a virtual environment in this folder. As you can see, a new folder is created already, and it is done. Now let's navigate to that folder, and let's open our VS Code. By the way, I'm using VS Code. You can use any IDE, it doesn't matter, but I prefer using VS Code, so I will just open my VS Code using code dot, or you can also, if you have a shortcut, then you can just open it using that shortcut. So I prefer code dot. I will just use it. I will write code dot here, and this will open my VS Code in this folder. Okay, so now that our VS Code is open, like I will just press Command J, or if you are using Windows, you can press Control J to open my terminal here. And when this terminal opens, as you can see, our virtual environment is not activated here. So to activate it manually, you can just type source bin activate, and just make sure when you are typing any Python code, whenever you are operating Python in this virtual environment, the name of your virtual environment should be here. Okay, or you can specify the Python interpreter in this particular virtual environment, this one. So once you have selected it, like whenever you make a new terminal, it will by default it will use the current virtual environment. So I hope everyone is here with me till now. Okay, so now that our default virtual environment has been set up, we will try to create I will create a file called bot.py. I will create a file called manga.py, and in here I will start coding. So first thing what we need is like, let me just switch the screen here. Yeah, so the first thing that the user, when he comes to a script, he will specify is this manga URL, right? So first we have to take this input from the user. So let's just take that, and I think I will do this in a main function. So URL is equals to input, enter the URL of the manga. So the user will enter that URL, and maybe we can even print it. Okay, now when the user enters the URL, I have to get the chapter links for all these URLs, right? So what I will do is I will create a function for that. Chapters is equals to chapter links URL, right? And so first let's create the function. So def chapter links, and it will take the URL, and this will return a dictionary of chapter links. So basically name and link, right? So let's specify that here, dict. Okay, now once I have these chapters, then I'm going to traverse in these chapters one by one. So for chapter in chapters, and first we have to first we should print the name and the link, and then I should ask the user, like, do you want to download this chapter or not? So y is equals to input download, and yes or no. And if the user says yes, then I have to skip it and move to the new chapter. I should say just continue, right? And if the user says okay, I want to download this, then I will have another function. So def download manga, and let's say it has two parameters, name and the URL, and this is going to download the chapter. Okay, so we have two main functions. Like first is the chapter link function, which will return a dictionary of the chapter name and the links in that on that page. And next we have this download manga function, which will download that particular chapter. It will first download all the images of that chapter and then create a final PDF file, and we will get that. Okay, so if the user says yes, then we have to do what? We have to download I think I made a spelling mistake here, manga. Okay, and we have to send these two parameters here. Okay, so I hope you get that till here. Now let's first try and implement this chapter link function, because obviously we will be needing that here. Okay, now if we see, like for the chapter link function, first obviously I need to make a request to this page, to the page, right? So r is equals to request.get URL, but first I have to import that, import request, right? And it says that the request could not be resolved. That is because we don't have we have not installed in this virtual environment. So first I'm going to create a new file, requirements.txt, and in here I'm going to write requests. Okay, and now I'm going to say pip. First check if your pip is working, and it should. If the manga is written here, then that virtual environment should have pip installed in it. And I'm going to say pip install requests. So now request has been installed, and this should go away now. Yeah, okay, so now I made that request, and now I need to use beautiful soup to find to query in the HTML content of that URL, right? So I'm going to say from bs4 import beautiful soup 4, and bs4 is also not installed. So I will write here bs4, and let's also install that. And after that, this should also go away. I think it was not beautiful soup bs4, it should have been beautiful soup 4. So write pip install beautiful soup 4, I think, and I made a mistake here. Or maybe it will work. Just to avoid any errors, I will write here beautiful soup 4 also, right? Yeah. So now we have all the requirements set up. Now once we have the request, then I should just pass in the HTML parser and get the content of the URL. And once I have that, I need to find the chapters, right? And how do we find the chapters? Let's first change the screen here. And okay, so now if you see that all these chapters are in a box called yeah. So now if you see that like all these chapters are in an A tag with the class of chapter name and text no wrap. I think I by mistake opened the chapter. Yeah. So like every chapter, like if I just click on it, then this is in an A tag. Like every chapter is basically in an A tag with a class of chapter name and text no wrap, right? So I will just find all. So to get the chapter links, I will say chapters is equals to soup dot find all, class equals to chapter name and text no wrap, right? Or you can even specify it like this, like class is chapter name and text no wrap, right? After that, I will create a dictionary which I am going to return links for chapter in chapters, and I'm storing the href values, and then I can simply return the links. So this function is done. So let's first see if this is working. Like I can print chapters, right? And let's call the main function here and try to run this. It says some error. So let's enter the URL, and my URL was this one. Okay, so we have all these chapters, and I mean you can see that the chapter names are aligned with the key value is the chapter name and the value is the URL. So this function is working, and Now we have to code the function to download this these chapters, right, which is the main part of the code. And then we have also printed here the chapter that we want to download. And one thing is here that we do not want to like this is the last chapter, right? If you want to download it from the first chapter, you can just you can first try to reverse this list, this dictionary, and then do this for loop. I mean, there are various ways to do that, but I will first, for now I will just leave it here. Okay, and now I will try to implement this download manga function. Okay, so now for this download manga function, we need to we have the chapter URL. We need to go to that chapter and get the URLs of every page that is in the chapter. So if you see that if you see in this if I open a particular chapter from that URL, then you can see that the chapter the images are in a div called container chapter header, and inside this div there are all these chapter images. So we need to first create a list and then we have to return that. I hope you get that, and let's try to implement that. So first we need to first I can just say okay, print downloading this name and URL, and then I need to get the pages, the links of the pages. So for that I can create a function page links and URL, and obviously it will return a list of URLs, right? For now let's pass it, and then I can say that okay, pages is equals to page links of in this URL, in this chapter URL. Now we need to extract all these pages. So how do we do that? We can we are going to use request and beautiful soup for that. So r is equals to request dot get URL URL, and soap is equal to beautiful soup dot find dot content and html dot parser. Obviously GitHub Copilot is helping me a lot right now. And first I need to get that div, right, that div which contains all the pages. So soup dot find div, and the class of that div was let me just copy it from the website. Yeah, okay. So now that we have that div, I need to find all the images in that div. So actually it should be images, not pages. Images is equal to div dot find all image tag in that div, right? Or maybe I should first convert this to a string, then I can do, instead of doing this, I can do beautiful soup div html.find image. Yeah. So now that we have all the images, I can say okay, page URLs is an empty string for I in images, page URLs dot append these images, and then I can return the page URLs. So this will return the returns the a list of images in a chapter, right? So now we have all the URLs of the images in that particular chapter. Now since we have these images, first I can print the I can take the length of the pages, so I know how the number of pages in that chapter, right? Now for every now I just need to download these chapters one by one, but if I download it here it will get messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new directory or a folder, and then I'm going to change my current directory, and in that particular directory I will download all these images. So I hope you are getting that. So first we need to create a new folder, with a particular name, and then we are going to go into that folder and then download it. So I will create a new variable. Dir is equals to os dot get current working directory, and I need to import os. Yeah. Okay, now and let's make a new path is equals to os.path.join dir comma name, and I'm going to create a new directory in the in this current folder, right? Okay, so once this is done, I can change my path os.chdr path, and in that path I'm going to download all the images. So let's make a new function to download images. Def download all images images URLs. This is going to take the a list of URLs and download it for me. And I'm going to use multi-threading for this, and if you are not familiar with this concept, I have created a video explaining this concept in a previous one, and I will give the link in the I button here, so you can just go there and watch it and come back. Okay, so first I'm going to create a separate download function which will take name and URL as the input, and now I have to just specify just download this. So we can do, I think this will work. Let's see, r is equals to request.get URL. Yeah, r, okay, and with open as f dot write content, that is good. Okay, now the problem here is that we are not provided any headers, and what will happen is that this will not the site will block our request, and they will not allow us to our request to pass, and this function will fail. So what we can do is we have to specify the headers for this one. First we need to get the domain name from the URL. So for that we can do domain is equals to using urllib.parse. So I will just import it here. Import urllib.parse, and once I have this urllib.parse, I can say headers is equals to, and just copy these headers. Like everything is very standard stuff. The main thing is here is specifying the host name and the refer function, I think. So this will keep the this will allow our headers to pass, and our images will be downloaded. Now other things that I can specify is stream equals to true, and I think that's it, and this should work. So this download function will download a single URL, but we need to download all the URLs. So for URL in URLs, or since I'm going to use threading to make this faster, I'm going to use multi-threading. So I'm going to simply import threading, and I'm going to run these download functions in separate threads. That will make our job much faster. So threads equals to this, and for I in range len URLs, I will say I+1 here. T is equals to threading.thread download. Okay, that is correct. And for thread and threads, thread.join. Yeah. So this will download all the images in very short period of time. Okay. So downloads a list of images using multi-threading, right? Okay, now we have downloaded all these images. Now we just need to convert these images to PDF format, right? So for that we can create another function like okay, what are the images that we have? Images we have is string I plus 1 plus dot jpg for I and range length nums here, and PDFs is equals to so we are going to convert all these images to PDFs, right? And once these so we are going to first convert all these images to PDFs, and once these images are converted, we are going to merge all these PDFs into a single file, and that will be our output. So we are almost done. We just need to convert them. And one thing I forgot here, like once we are done with the downloading, what can happen here is that the image might contain some transparent background. Like converting PDFs from transparent background is difficult and might not be supported. So first we need to convert the transparent background image to a white background image, and for that what we are going to do is first we need to I'm going to use pillow module. So from pil import image, and obviously this is not installed, so I have to write it again here in the requirements, and let's just say pip install pillow. Okay, now okay, so now first I'm going to open the image. So input image is equals to image.open name, and then I'm going to open a new image. So image is equals to image.open image.new. I think it should be image.new. Let me just check. Okay, image.new, and this will be RGB type image, and okay. So I have opened a new image with the same size as that of the input image, and the color will be initially white, or I think both should work, but I will just write white here because I have tested this. Okay, and now I'm going to paste this input image on this white background image, and once this is done, I can first I should say os.remove name. So I will delete the previous image, and image.save name. So I have removed the previous image, and I have saved this new image in place of that. So this will remove the white background, and just to avoid any errors, I did this. Okay, now so now we have downloaded all these images. Now what's left is to okay, so we have downloaded all these images, and now what's left is to convert these images to PDF, right? Now how do we convert these images to PDF? We will use a library called, I think it was fpdf. Yeah, so we will use this library called fpdf, and it gives us a function called fpdf, and this is a third-party library. So let's add this here, and pip install fpdf. Okay, so this is done, and this should go away now. Yeah. So now I have these images, I have these PDFs, and now I need to convert these images to PDFs, right? So how do we do that? So let's make a separate function like convert to PDF. It will take the images and PDFs names, right? And let's say I equal to 0, and for image in images. Now for every image, first I need to make a cover image for that, cover PDF for that. So cover cover is equals to image.open image, and I need to make sure that the images, like I need to just make sure that image is properly adjusted in the files in the paper size. So first I need to get the width and height, which is equal to cover.size, and this height and width is given in pixels. So and the height and the dimensions of the PDF are in millimeters, not pixels. So first I need to convert the pixels to this millimeters, and so I will do this. And now once we have this, I can open a PDF. So P is equals to PDF is equals to FPDF, unit is equals to millimeter, and format is height and width. Or maybe I should say, I think I can directly say that P and M and height width. I think I can leave it like this. Yeah. Okay, now I will do PDF dot add page. Okay, and PDF image. Then I will add this. Then I think I should specify the width and height also. Okay, now once this is done, I have to output this PDF. So PDF dot output, and this will give us a PDF of that image. And now I can remove the PDF, and now I can remove the what should I say? And now I can remove the image, like I can delete that, right? So os dot remove image, and once this is done, I need to okay, so I have this PDF now, right? I don't know why I created this. I don't even need this, but let's just keep it like that. Then I will just do I plus equals to 1, and what should I do now? We have converted all the images to PDFs. Now I need to merge all these PDFs, right? So, and actually I think I should do this before here. So it will start from I equals to 1. So where am I using I in this? I mean, for every image, am I using image anywhere? Image, okay, I have the image here, and height and width is cover.size, okay, and I'm using PDFs of I, but if it is not 0, for every, I think this should go down. Yeah. So now I've converted all these images to PDFs. So convert to PDFs. Okay, so all the images are now converted to PDFs, and now I just need to merge. So for merging, I will use FPDF2. So from pi, I think I'm writing the name correct. Is this pi PDF2? This should be in capital letters, PDF. And obviously I have not downloaded this, so I'll just put it in the requirements. And let me check what should I write to download this. pi pdf to pi. So let's pip install pi pdf2 and press enter, and this will download the pi pdf2 module for you. Yes, and it's done, and now this error should go away. Yeah. So once this is done, like we have converted all the images to PDF, I will create a merger called PDF file merger, right? Yeah, and then I will do for PDFs, PDFs. I will append all these PDFs that I created right now into this merger, and then I will say okay, merger.write, and I mean, should I say result.pdf or should I say like name, right? I should take one more parameter here, name, and where did I call it? Pass the name here, and I will say name here. Okay, and name plus .pdf. Yeah. Then I can simply close the merger, so merger.close, and once this is closed, then I can okay, now obviously this merged file is in the different directory, so I need to move that file from the newly created directory to my current directory, right? So I will just say os.rename os.path.join path comma name plus .pdf. Actually path, I also need the path here, so I will specify the path. So here we need this path variable also, path. Okay, so now I have this path and I need to join two paths, like okay, we are moving you from here to there, like okay, so from this I am moving you from here to this is confusing right now, os.path.join path name dir in the current working directory, right? It should be dir plus name plus pdf. I think this will work. And once I'm done, I should delete that previous folder. So for that I'm going to use shuttle, import shuttle, so basically you can't delete using os.remove. You can delete a folder, but using shuttle you can delete a folder even if some files are present in it. So that is why we are using shuttle. And then once this is done, we can print. Okay, we can print downloaded successfully. Yeah. And I think we are pretty much done. I didn't after I changed my directory, I didn't run the download function, right? So download all images in the pages, and Python manga.py. I'll paste in the URL now, and if I press a Y here, it should be capital Y. It's downloading 18 pages, and okay, we are having some errors here again. it says bad transparency mask. So every function said we had a bad transparency mask, and let's see why that is happening. In this function we are getting some error. Okay, we had this domain set, I think that is correct. We had headers, and okay, did our images get downloaded or they were corrupted? Okay, so the images were downloaded successfully. There was not an error in downloading the images. So why is the error happening? So I first did an import image, open name, image is equals to name RGB. I think okay, I should first convert this to RGBA type, otherwise this will not work. Okay, let's try this once again. Okay, so there are 20 pages and they are downloaded now, and they were converted, and we are getting again an error. So I think you saw what happened here. First there were 20 images which were converted to 20 PDFs, and now our function tried to merge them. Merger is equal to PDF merger. PDF merger is decrypted and was removed in what? Use PDF merger instead. Okay, let me try once again. It says use PDF merger instead. So what did I use? I think GitHub Copilot gave me an old code here. So PDF, instead I use PDF file merger. I should have used PDF merger. Okay, and it should be PDF merger here. Now even I am not sure if this will work. Let's see what happens. So let's just try to run the file again, and this time I will use the one piece manga URL, and when I type yes, it will create a new folder, download the images, and it converted all the images to PDFs, and this line moved the final merged file from that folder to this folder, and shuttle.remove tree deleted that folder that was created, and then it should have said okay, downloaded this chapter successfully, and we have this output PDF file. So I will just show you what this looks like. So this is the PDF, and this is the final output of the code, and as you can see it is a pretty high quality PDF. And so this is it, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you learned something new, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.